Hey, hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. It is Thursday, and it's my second day of PTO. Yesterday was my first day, but I still had 4 hours of meetings I had to go to, so, Today's my first real full day of vacation, and we are going to catch up on some Amberlynn. So we have eating Taco Bell in bed at 2 a.m., cooked my mom my famous chili, and making personal charcuterie board. Yeah, even her thumbnail, she's eating Taco Bell in the thumbnail. This whole eating in bed era that we're in, it's clickbaity to make people feel, oh no, what's wrong? Why is she eating in bed? She must be so upset or something. And it's just, I don't know why she's eating in bed when she has a perfectly good sofa in the living room to sit on. I don't understand the eating in bed thing. I really don't. But yeah, let's see what she's up to. Alrighty, so if you are new here, first of all, welcome. And secondly, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little bit slowly for me. So all that being said, let's get into it.
Hello, welcome to my vlog. So we're going to start off with a little mini personal charcuterie board that literally...
Is it just going to be that salami you bought and that cheese ball that you bought?
Is going to be knockoff charcuterie board because it's not going to be that great. So I have like a whole charcuterie board set up, to be honest. I have a whole moment. This big guy, but I'm going to use this small.
Is it really small? It doesn't look that small. I mean, it looks pretty decent size. I mean, I guess it's not huge. I wouldn't call it small, though.
Small fella. So I'm going to show you everything I'm going to have on the plates. So in my last vlog, I hauled these for you guys. They're salted garlic chips. I still have not...
So I wonder if these are like chips that are just garlic flavored and shaped like garlic cloves. Or if it's actual garlic cloves that have been like baked or something. I don't know. I mean, it's probably the latter, or the first one.
Try them, so I'm definitely gonna try these. Now let's go into my fridge. Obviously, we're gonna have some salami. This is pork rind cheese spread with like almonds. We're gonna have some of that.
So fancy.
Have Kalamata olives.
Oh, Kalamata olives. Kalamata olives. We are getting fancy with this charcuterie board.
I also have green olives, so I'm gonna be doing those.
Maybe not.
Over here in my wannabe pantry, I have these pretzels that I also got. Pink Himalayan salts, multigrain flatbread.
Did she say pretzels and it's flatbread?
So now I'm gonna assemble it. I'm gonna put you guys on my little tripod. Okay, first.
Wow, she's finally using her frickin' tripod. Look at the quality that we are getting in this video.
Things first, let's add the cheese. Now we're gonna add some salami. I promise if I was doing this for like a get together and not just by myself, I would like be decorative. Like I would fold them.
I wouldn't, because I just wouldn't care. It's salami. If they want to fold it when they put it on their cracker, more power to them. I mean, I guess if she wanted to have like cheese slices and the salami together and like a toothpick through them and then assemble them onto crackers, because otherwise it's not really going to stay put together like that.
Have like fruit and veggie. And before anyone says anything, no, I'm not going to eat all this cheese. That would literally make me sick.
I would.
I just did it, because it looks cute. So next is some of the olives.
So these olives usually have pits in them, so
just gonna add there.
Hope she watches for that.
I'm also gonna put the green olives here. Only need a few. And then I'm gonna take some of the crackers. They're actually a lot longer than I was expecting them to be.
There were pictures of them on the front of the box. I mean, how big did you think they were gonna be?
And then some of these garlic chips. Oh my god, this looks so bad. Like, I need something here. If I could have anything here right now, it would definitely be strawberries.
Do you have, I don't know, you have any grapes? Well, no, because she didn't buy any. We didn't see any in her grocery haul. I don't know. I can't think of what she had in her grocery haul.
But we're gonna stick with something else.
Are those hot tamales? It's like it was looking fine, you know, whatever, but then we move into like redneck charcuterie board territory. Throw in these hot tamales on there. might as well throw in some potted meat and some Vienna sausages. Maybe some spam. Well, spam. Amberlynn would put spam. I redneck charcuterie.
They're like hot tamales. They're like little candies. Okay, this doesn't look half bad. I'm not gonna lie. I do have.
No, it's a fine little snack. You got some protein. You got some fat. It's good.
A little cheese spreader. Let me see if I can find
A
it.
little bit of carbs.
So it should be in here. Yes. It came with the. Oh, do you guys hear the siren? I hope everything.
Yeah, I don't know if that siren was on her end or my end. Why didn't you use that little dish to put your cheese in so you weren't putting it directly onto the wooden board?
Okay, so this actually came as a whole set, so it's pretty neat. Okay, so I can't really show you guys where it's gonna fall. But you guys already saw what it looked like. While I eat, I'm actually gonna be watching the new Squid Games, the challenge. Okay,
right.
Let's taste test a garlic chip. Like, what is that?
Let's do it. It's a chip that tastes like garlic. She doesn't like it. That's not a face of so good.
Okay, texture is crunchy.
That was a forced swallow. I don't think. Yeah, the texture was crunchy. You think?
Flavor is garlicky. She's good. Now I'm gonna take my little cheese.
Is what was it? I have my doubts.
Spreader. And we're about to spread some cheese. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, the cracker is gonna crack. Oh, told you. How about let's just like dollop it on there? You know what I'm saying?
Dollop.
I don't know if I've ever had this cheese before. Sounds familiar. Who knows? But let's do a taste test. Mmm.
Yeah, that's when she likes something, not the. Yeah. No, this is the foodgasm. So good. 10 out of 10. Recommend.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna add some cheese. We're gonna do a whole moment, okay? I'm gonna add some salami. So we got the salami there. We're gonna have an olive. All right.
Unless she got the pitted Kalamata olives, that's gonna have a pit in there. She's gonna have to be careful biting down on that if it has the pit.
Cheers.
Of course, that's also assuming that she actually chews the olive, because we all know she has issues chewing her food. It may have a pit, and she may just swallow the damn thing.
10 out of 10, recommend.
There's a 10 out of 10. Maybe they are pitted, or she just didn't show us her spitting the pit out.
Okay, so I ate all of the salami and the olives, and that's everything else I have left. So I'm just going to go put the cheese back in the fridge, and that was a really good meal.
She only ate like 2 of the hot tamales.
It was very satisfying. Y'all, I don't know what it is, but the sky is literally doing something for me.
That's really pretty, actually. A very pretty clear blue. Well, I say clear blue, but it's a very pretty blue with just a really kind of cool cloud pattern.
Look how cool.
I can't remember what kind of clouds those are. Are those cirrus clouds? Stratus? There's some. I'll have to look it up.
It looks. I don't know. I just had to share the beauty of Mother Nature.
Hours and hours later.
Storming for the first time since I have been living in Oklahoma. It like literally looks like a.
So this was uploaded 10 days ago, so like early December. A couple of days ago, there was a tornado in Tennessee, and a couple of people were killed. So yeah, we do get tornadoes this time of year still, with the funky weather patterns, with it being warmer than it typically is, and then the cold fronts. We can get warm fronts coming into the cold weather can cause the tornadoes. So hopefully, I mean, I don't think there was anything in Oklahoma this time for this storm.
What is happening outside? There's lightning, thunder. Like, my poor babies are so scared. And this is only the third time it's rained. Like, what? So I wanted to show you the tumblers that I got from the good old Walmart. Look at how
Doesn't she already have like half a dozen of these things?
gorgeous. Tell me these aren't
Just
beautiful.
stunning.
Literally the same quality as the Starbucks ones, which I'll show you the ones I have. Oh, I need to wash these before I put them away, obviously. But the ones that I do have, I have a pink one and like a maroon.
They look very similar. Almost the same kind of pattern design on this side.
These are both Starbucks brand. And then I also think I got this from Walmart. And then I have the Stanley. If we want to talk cups in general, this is all that I have. I have two of these.
Just a couple of cups. I have a lot of coffee cups.
Guys, two of these, one mug, those, and now these cuties. So as you guys know, I discovered Gatorade Zero Glacier Freeze, which is literally the best. I started drinking it. I started becoming obsessed with it. And people were like, Amberlynn, you don't actually need that. Maybe I don't. But I will say what I have noticed is ever since I started drinking these.
What do you mean need it? It's a liquid. People can become dehydrated even if they aren't exercising or physically exerting themselves. I mean, if she doesn't drink a lot of water, then she could easily become dehydrated, and having these Gatorades to help hydrate her if she doesn't drink a lot of plain water or just water of some sort. I don't That's just something silly in my opinion for people to nitpick about. Oh, you don't need Gatorades. It's a liquid that keeps her hydrated, and she likes the flavor. Let her have it. The Gatorade Zeros don't have added sugar, so
I feel more hydrated and I don't really get Charlie horses in my legs anymore. So I am trying to like be up, moving, doing more. So when that happens, sometimes at night while I'm sleeping, I get Charlie horses. But ever since I started drinking this, I don't get them anymore. But then I sadly went to the store and they didn't have Gatorade Zero Glacier Freeze. And I was like, crap, what do I do? So I ended up being without these for like a week and I started getting
how sad.
Charlie horses again. I was like, is this a coincidence? I don't know. So I said, screw it. Since I can't get the zero, I'll just get the regular one, which does suck, I will say, because it's like look at those carbs, look at the sugars, look at the calories. The one I
Yeah, that's what, 21 grams of added sugar. Well, added sugars, yeah, 21 grams of added sugar.
usually drink has zero, all of that. And it's crazy, but I prefer the zero. Like this one, it tastes great. Like I love it. I'm obsessed. I'm definitely going to drink them. But the other one tastes so much better. Hello. It is the next day. If I look tired, I am tired. So 2 nights ago.
That's better than if I look like I've been crying, it's because I have been. I mean, she does look a little tired.
I only slept for 2 hours. And then last night, I only slept for 4. So, you know what? I'm grateful that I got any sleep at all. But I am definitely low on energy. I'm tired. It was all worth it though. But my
What do you mean it was all worth it? Why did you only get 2 hours and 4 hours of sleep? What would you have been doing that made it worth it? That you're tired? What?
mom
Eating Taco Bell?
and her boyfriend are actually coming over today and I'm going to be making some chili. This is the first time that she's ever had my cooking ever. Like I'm 32 and she has never ate my
She's never eaten your cooking. Yeah, because you were in foster care when you were a kid, and then as an adult, she was in jail, I think, for a lot of that time, to be honest. But you weren't around her that much because you lived in different states. So of course she hasn't had your cooking
before. So that's going to be fun and interesting. And I know there's like jokes, there's memes, whatever it may be, where people talk about my chili online, but everyone in my real life who has ever tried it thinks it's the best. Like
It's because you used ketchup. Of all things, fucking ketchup. I didn't see ketchup in the ingredients that she hauled this time for it. The tomato juice is a little questionable. Typically you'll use like a sauce, not juice, because it's a little bit thicker. She might like her chili a little more liquidy, but most people like it a little bit thicker.
the pickiest ever. And
Becky?
She said that's the best chili she's ever had. So literally anyone who's ever tried it loves it. I love it. Like, I do know how to cook. I have made some.
Do ya? Do ya? I don't know if we've seen that. The only time that we've really seen her cook anything decently was when it was like a HelloFresh meal. And even then, wifey probably did most of the heavy lifting on that.
Very questionable choices in the past with soups, especially when I was dating Destiny.
Yeah.
Very questionable. They always tasted good. I would never make a soup like that now. I just want to make that very clear. So my chili is almost done. It's been simmering.
Doesn't look bad. Got some beans. What is that? Is that... Are those chickpeas? Did she put chickpeas in her chili? Or are those just cannellini beans? Did I say that right? Cannellini? Maybe they're just white beans. They look round though, like chickpeas.
About 20 minutes now. So I'd say it probably has about 10 more. Okay, so my mom and her boyfriend have been gone for some hours. I didn't vlog because I'll vlog in front of my mom, but I get a little shy to vlog in front of her boyfriend. Like, me and him get along really good. I really like him, but like, I get nervous vlogging in front of certain people. But I was shocked. They loved my chili. They both got up to get a second.
I'll say it didn't look bad. I make a lot of chili in the winter, in my crock pot winter. I'll make either like an Italian sausage chili, I'll make, ground turkey chili and do like a Southwest kind of version with like some corn and black beans. I make different kinds of chili. And I have to have a peanut butter sandwich. Almost everybody from my hometown, we have to have peanut butter sandwiches with our chili. Because in our schools, for lunch growing up, there was always peanut butter sandwich with our chili whenever we had chili for lunch at school. And now all of us have to have peanut butter sandwiches with our chili. I don't know how many times on Facebook I would post about making chili and having a peanut butter sandwich, and so many people would comment and be like, oh my god, my husband, my boyfriend, whomever doesn't understand why I have to have a peanut butter sandwich. It's pretty funny, really.
And I was like, okay, I did that. Normally I make my chilies more like a chili soup because I really love broth, but I wanted to make it more thick this time. It came out really freaking...
I'll say it didn't look bad.
Good. I like to eat mine with Fritos, so my mom had hers with Fritos as well.
A lot of people do.
Her boyfriend requested saltines, so I got those for him.
People like saltines, sour cream, shredded cheese, grilled cheese, peanut butter sandwiches, all kinds of things.
And then while we were eating, I had them watch A Simple Favor, but it turns out I've already had my mom watch that movie. If you guys know me, that's my favorite movie, but her boyfriend's never seen it. So yeah, an amazing movie, and there's gonna be a second one that's supposed to come out at the end of 2024, like the beginning of 2025, so hurry it up.
Huh. Are we in the refrigerator again? Where are we? No, it's not the... Are we in a cabinet?
Hello? Hey. I'm actually about to just have some of these hot tamales. I used to eat these as a little...
She's so creative. So creative. Just... her thought process of, I'm gonna get some hot tamales, but I'm gonna put the camera in the cabinet with them, and I'm gonna knock on the door. Yeah. I mean, people do this all the time. I've done it before, opening my refrigerator. But, yeah.
Girl, this is like a random little story time. So my dad, when I was younger, when I lived with him, yes, I was in foster care. People get confused because, like, I'll share stories about, like, foster care and then, like, times where I lived with my parents. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, with foster care, you can go back to live with your parents if they've proven themselves competent enough to get their children back.
Both of those things happened. So anyways, my dad had his own lawnmower shop. Like, he had his own business.
We've heard that before.
Things have happened there. Things I remember. Things that my mom had recently reminded me about. Girl, maybe we could share some of those stories some other time. But I loved going there. And I would sit in a little, like, office thing. And when someone would come up, I'd be like, okay, let me get my dad. There is distinct fun things I do remember. One of them is we had this, like, huge Popeye machine that we actually had in, like, the lobby. So
it's a Popeye machine? Like a pinball game or something?
Play that a lot. And then we had, like, this little, like, candy machine. And I would always eat the hot tamales out of there. That's literally my story time.
Good story. Good story.
Like when I tell you I have some interesting stories from that place, I mean it. But hot tamales reminds me of that era of my life. It's kind of like not good, but like I was craving them, so I was like, oh my god. But like my memory and my heart is just like, ooh.
All right.
Hello. So, oh my god, I just stood outside for an hour. I was waiting for the Uber because I got some Taco Bell and some.
Why were you standing outside waiting for an hour? Did you? So, does she mean she actually took an Uber to Taco Bell? Or she ordered Uber Eats? Because either way, in the app, you can see where they are. So she wouldn't need to stand outside for an hour because she can see where they are in the app. And she could be like, oh, they'll be here in a few minutes, and then go outside. But if she actually took an Uber to Taco Bell to pick up her food herself, I'm a little surprised. But she probably just did an Uber Eats, which I don't understand why she would be outside waiting for an Uber Eats when they will drop it off at the door. I just don't understand. Maybe she'll tell us.
It's fine, I promise. And I met a guy, and I shaked his hand, and it happened
You shook his hand.
to be the softest hand I've ever felt. So,
Is that all that was? You met a guy, shook his hand, and it was soft? Good story.
anyways, I was out there for like an hour. I didn't realize I was gonna be out there for an hour, but the Uber was running very behind, which happens, not complaining. But it's like 33 degrees, and I wasn't wearing a coat. My nose like burns, and my cheeks burn, and my fingers were numb, but we're okay. We're gonna do a Taco Bell.
Yeah, why were you outside for an hour? You can see where they are in the app. You can track them. I don't understand. Especially if it was Uber Eats, because they'll bring the food to your frickin' door.
Haul. Yeah. So I was massively craving. They're just like chips and nachos. So you just get those little chips and nachos. Okay. Chips and cheese. And then a little bit of chips that we got there. And yes, it's actually 2
It's not very many chips. That's a sad amount of chips.
a.m. right now. Oh boy. And I got
She said it was 2 a.m.
2 of these tacos because they're like my favorite. It's just like the regular hard taco, but it's like the cheese one.
The
So,
Dorito
you guys
shell.
have seen me like do a mukbang of this.
I think I just paused on her thumbnail shot. So she probably ordered Uber Eats and only got 2 tacos and a thing of the chips and cheese. Really? Oh, we had the eyes rolling at the back of the head there. Did you see that? When I order Taco Bell, I order enough to have for like 2 meals.
That's bomb. I found some chips at the bottom of the bag, so score for me. Anyways, I don't know. Hi. I'm not doing Vlogmas this year. It's been weird for me. Everyone just uploaded their first.
Has she said that she's eating in bed yet? Because that's what it says in her thumbnail, eating Taco Bell in bed. She doesn't seem sad or like in this whole, I'm so heartbroken, I'm eating my feelings in bed. She has a perfectly good sofa to sit on. Eating in bed is a choice that she makes, and she makes the choice to call that out in her video descriptions. I know people on YouTube, we do this all the time in the thumbnails to get people to like, oh, and click on it. It's to get those views. But I don't understand why she's eating in her bed when she could be in the living room. Because, I mean, I don't think she's just filming. She's not like watching TV or watching anything on her laptop or anything. I don't understand.
This video, and I'm like, oh, that was once gonna be me. That once was me, and instead I am eating Taco Bell in my bed.
There it is, eating it, and why? Why?
Hello. So it's been like 10 minutes. These chips are the grossest things I've ever tasted. I was looking forward to this more than anything else. They taste like poisoned, bitter oil chips.
Poisoned bitter oil chips. Now that is a description, if I've ever heard one, from Poet Lynn here. So they taste bitter and they're oily. I don't get the poison part, but I think they just taste kind of bland and dry whenever I've had the Taco Bell little nachos like that. I mean, you gotta get them loaded up with, like, the Nachos Bel Grande if you want them to taste good.
Disgusting. Okay, so we're always in this dang fridge, aren't we? Yes.
I'm not sure what that says about you, but sure.
I have a few buzz balls. Don't come for me, since most of my meal sucked.
Most of your meal, you had 2 tacos. The only thing that sucked was part of your chips. The main part of your meal was your tacos.
I might have a few pieces of salami. So, salami's so good. Like, I realized everything about salami is the very...
I like salami. Or like salami, cheese, and crackers, or on a sandwich.
Everything that I hate in life. Cold, gross, red-looking meat that is just everything I hate. Really, really, truly, like, ew.
Well, I don't really like the rain. Any cold, wet thing, I don't really.
But I grew up on it. So, I'm used to it. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. It's not healthy by any means, but...
Well, it's a processed meat, so...
she's tasty. So yes, salami instead of poisoned chip oil.
Oh, that's it. Alright, well, what a note to end on. Poisoned chip oil from Taco Bell. I I don't know. I don't understand why she stood outside for an hour when you can track the delivery or the car on the app. I don't understand why she keeps eating in bed. I don't understand these things. And I mean, that's fine. I'm probably not meant to. Who understands Amberlynn? I don't know. But I think that's all we have for this one today. I hope you all have an amazing day, and until next time, be safe and take care.